For the film episode, I thought that using an old film filter as an approximation of an aesthetic theme would be a very boring idea. I'll grade the movie camera on whether it's actually fully assembled, Emoji Dex. I have the feeling that a lot of these belong to Disney. A lot of these designs are overwhelmed with detail or underwhelmed. I always like the messenger perspective, but you couldn't use that lens. Nobody with a forehead could. I'm gonna have to say Facebook.
Why didn't you say I looked like a face?
For something so opposite to a camera, a projector sure looks similar. They're the humidifier and dehumidifier of film. There's some real retro AV here, even going as far back as the penny farthing. I think some of these were used in Scrap Brain Zone. I like WhatsApp. The TV is... Have we crossed the line where we should be referring to TV as a retro medium? Because some of these designers really think so. See, I'm not sure there's anyone alive who remembers these frequency dials. If you are out there, get your grandchildren to comment correcting me. And these boxes with legs and massive antennae and tiny screens. I know it's a kind of skeuomorphic symbol for contemporary TV, but I don't think people want to use this symbol to refer to watching stuff now. It more resembles the modern microwave oven. Maybe when we cut off our definition of TV from our definition of watching stuff, we can look at the historic TV like this. Until then, Messenger. See, but camera people still like cameras that look like how cameras look. You've got to be careful not to draw a washing machine. And here is the first product placement I've noticed for something other than the designing brand. It's actually the best one outside of that, and I bet they only included the brand name because it's an unmistakable model. In fact, they do slightly better on the flashing version because it obscures the name, but it's still there. Wait, why is this emoji so bad? Why do we have detailed digital airbrush art of cameras covered up by a kapow symbol? It's way more like an explosion than a flash. Only Facebook get this right. And back on the flashless, I prefer WhatsApp. Then there's the camcorder, the kind of camera that you spend more money on than you've ever spent on anything, and it doesn't even come with a memory card. Then you realize you have to get a separate dockable microphone for any reasonable sound quality. And everything you record is still in a really bloated MTS format and gets split up into 12-minute, 30-second files with a little bit of data loss at the end, and you even pay for a warranty, and you've never done that before. And the plastic base of the camcorder gets dented from being properly mounted on a tripod, so you email about the warranty because it's still usable, but it could get worse. And you should get it fixed, and there's no response. And oh, an emoji? Docmos is like,
there you are.
I like Emoji Dex, go with that.
There's still the occasional video.
A mistake that several designers make is having the corners too rounded or missing the upper hinge. Softbanks just looks like a concession stand storefront. Choose WhatsApps.
We're faces too. What's your problem?
The frames of film need some fluidity for them to be distinguished from, like, girders. LG have this bizarre border stuff showing the film changing aspect ratio between two frames. It's Apple. The Clappity board is one way to save effort when clapping. It's actually directly relevant. To have the text on it, but not when it's so barely legible. Here, let me put it in large using the weird soft upscaling thing that this software does. That's gross. Emoji Dex is best. At the cinema itself, those who actually drew a reasonable cinema screen with curtains and audience chairs have since replaced it with the dull projector button icon that nobody would really get cinema from. Except Messenger, because they stopped making new designs in 2016 and are left as the most accurate cinema emoji. Hey, this kinda looks like a face. The ticket emoji, not specifically a cinema ticket, I just threw it in to inflate the content a bit, has to choose between being a simple icon for tickets and having loads of text on it, like tickets admittedly usually do. Just writing ticket is a huge cop-out and undermines the whole point of emoji. Facebook has sat you in seat F8 in a lame attempt to refer to FB. For something that looks like text without having actual text, the same with a barcode, and for remembering to have that kind of pastel color that they have, I'm going with SoftBank. If you liked this video cassette emoji design, then we're agreed.